So you want to reach these levels of reflexes and precision. You're tired of watching aim guides 24/7 and seeing no improvement at all in your rank and performance. You want to have godlike aim and improve fast in Valorant or other FPS games, becoming a professional esports player. Well, then you are at the right place, my dear friends. Your Radiant FPS coach is here to help you out. What's up, tricksters? My name is Charlotte and your favorite all-time Radiant player in Valorant, esports pro player, private FPS coach, and there are many other titles that you can find about me on my website, but some of them are illegal to mention. Today I'm sharing with you my extreme training routine to obtain godlike levels of aim. This is not going to be your regular aim training YouTube guide full of BS tips. This is the only aim guide you'll ever need to improve in Valorant. This routine I have been using myself in Valorant when I reached top 74 Radiant players of episode 4. It is fun to do, extremely effective, and your aim will improve fast with proven results. Having crisp aim in FPS games is very important. Your ability to make entry frags, clutch the rounds, refrag your allies, and win important gunfights for your team can oftentimes determine the outcome of your matches. But you need to remember that raw mechanics are only 20% of your gameplay ability to win or get more kills. They're gonna take you far, but if you truly want to be the best of the best, you need to improve the other 80% of your gameplay as well, which I'm mainly trying to teach players in my videos and coaching sessions. If you also want to improve fast, reach the next level in your gameplay, or to get custom training routines for your personal problems, I highly recommend you to join my official Discord server and check out my private coaching programs with which I've improved over thousands of players in FPS games. Valorant is a team-based game, and as you can see, even though Tenz and Scream have godlike mechanical skill, they're still not able to carry every single match in ranked solo queue or officials. This is why I'm here to improve not only your aim, but also your way of thinking, game knowledge, game decisions, game sense, and other skills. I'm here to share with you the real stuff. Motivation, hard work, and dedication are going to take you far. Talent is meaningless without them. When I first started playing FPS games, I was shit-top, just like you, and now I'm one of the best Valorant players in solo queue, consistently staying at the top. So the first thing that you need to understand in this guide is which gameplay factors are impacting your ability to get more kills in Valorant. At number 1 in this game we have something that we call natural inaccuracy of the weapons. One tapping in Valorant is superior to any other shooting mechanic. You want to be as precise as possible and rip your enemy's head apart with one bullet. But even though sometimes you'll have crosshair placement that looks absolutely perfect, you will miss your shot. It's because Valorant weapons have the first shot spread. That means when I place my crosshair and tap only at one spot multiple times, the bullets won't exactly go into the same location. There are a lot of these random elements in Valorant that we cannot fix, but that is also the reason why you should not only go for one taps. You need to implement and improve your burst fire mechanic as well. Most of the times when you see me shooting enemies, I'm going for 3 to 4 bullets instead of 1. I will fire around 4 bullets, then stop shooting for a small period of time to reset the recoil of my weapon, and in that process I'll strafe a bit to the left or right to screw up enemy's aim, and then I start shooting again. That is because you have higher potential to kill your enemies with more than one bullet. This is why only relying on your aim to carry you in Valorant is stupid. You need to improve other gameplay aspects as well, starting maybe with your movement. Secondary thing that is impacting your ability to get kills in Valorant are spray patterns. In this game they are random, and going for full sprays is maybe the worst thing that you can do, but sometimes you'll have to do it because multiple enemies are engaging you in the same time. No matter how many times you spray with Vandal or Phantom, the spray pattern will always look a bit different, but the main trajectory of bullets and recoil is kinda similar. So for an example, whenever you spray with Phantom, Phantom, for the first 5 bullets, you only have a vertical recoil. That means that you just need to pull your mouse down to control them perfectly in one spot. And then the horizontal recoil kicks in. When your bullets start going left or right, you need to observe the bullet tracers and the barrel of your gun to counter their movement. If the barrel or tracers are going left, we move our mouse right, and vice versa. So essentially, you can develop a better feeling for your spray control in Valorant with some meaningful training. In this training routine, we will focus on improving your one-tap, burst fire, and spray mechanics as well. Third thing is the movement inaccuracy. When you're taking shots in Valorant, you need to make sure that you're absolutely steady and precise. No movement at all, because the slightest movement will screw up your aim, it will screw up your recoil, and it will increase the spread of the bullets of that specific weapon. That is why learning the proper movement, strafing techniques, and understanding when you're fully accurate is extremely important. You want to move, stop, shoot. Move, stop, shoot, baby. You are not a Killjoy's turret standing in one place, but also you are not John Wick. This of course doesn't apply to the same degree on all weapons. Yes, I'm talking to you, shotguns and Spectre abusers. Because of different variety of weapons in Valorant, you can have different playstyles where you don't need to rely on your aim to carry you into Radiant. For an example, majority of my kills are on Phantom and Vandal, but right at the top we have Judge, Shorty and Operator as well. Fourth things that impact your kill potential are the ones that we'll try to fix for you in this Valorant aim guide, and those are your raw mechanics. Fifth things are your gameplay mechanics, which I will be covering in depth through my future guides and tutorials on this YouTube channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, leave a like, and down in the comments you can share your own personal aim training routine with other members of our community. Also share this video with your friends, they need to improve as well, so you can stomp the enemies together. And at number 6, the final thing that is impacting your KD in Valorant are the outside factors like gaming equipment, crosshair sensitivity, mouse settings, etc. And all of these topics I'll be covering in future, but also on my Twitch channel, so make sure to follow me there as well in my journey to Radiant rank 1 player, or to check some of my VOD reviews, ask me any questions and get pro tips live, baby. Now let's discuss some aim training rules. Any type of aim training is okay. There is no bad aim training, but there are some routines that are just a waste of your time. Training needs to be meaningful, designed for your personal needs and problems at that specific moment. We need to have some tasks and practice that is going to help us in game. Training needs to be easy, medium and hard in the same time. We cannot aim like a Grandma Josephine, but you should never go full gorilla mode and rip your hands apart. It has to be balanced. Training also needs to be gradual. We should start slow and improve our speed over time and go faster than last time. This specific training that I'm going to share with you is following all of these rules, and it is designed to focus on all of your raw mechanics in Valorant. It is a general routine. You can adjust it to suit you a bit better and focus on some of your personal problems. I'm not a wizard, you know, and I don't know which problems you might have unless I coach you on my Discord server, so change it as you wish. I also recommend you to do aim training every single day for about 30 to 60 minutes after your last game of Valorant for that specific day. And before every single gaming session, make sure to do 15 to 30 minutes of warm up. It is really important for your performance and consistency. Going above those time frames, in my opinion, is pointless, and you should use the rest of your time to play the game, VOD review, and focus on improving other aspects of your gameplay. Quality and gradual consistency in training is more important than the quantity. So let's start with my extreme aim training routine for godlike aim in Valorant. My routine is split in two parts. First part is the aim training in Valorant for around 30 minutes, and second part is aim training in AimLab or Kovacs. In this video, I'm only going to share Valorant in-game training, and when this video reaches 2000 likes, I'm going to release the second part, which includes my private AimLab and Kovacs playlists. And as a reminder, you can also use this in-game routine as a warm-up tool before you play your first match of Valorant for a specific gaming session. With that being said, let's go into the practice range, baby. First thing that we want to focus on is horizontal crosshair placement and flicks. We want to build steadiness in our aim movement and make it as smooth and precise as possible. Spawn the practice bots, pick up the sheriff or guardian, and slowly start shooting bots at a head level, left and right randomly. Make sure that your crosshair is always at the same horizontal line and that you're as accurate as possible, only taking one shot to kill your target and moving to the next one. For the first 2 minutes, start slow, and then for the next 2 minutes, improve your speed and go a bit faster. For the fast part, go as fast as you can while sacrificing around 20% of your accuracy. Two optional things that you can do here: you can change the distance on which you're doing this practice and also implement a bit of strafing movement going left and right so that we can get used to that type of mechanic in the actual game. You don't want to be an easy target for your enemies. And also you can listen to some chill music, because let's be honest, only psychopaths are training without music in the gym, and this is your personal gym for the video games. For the second part of this training, spawn the practice bots and stand in the middle of them. Use sheriff or guardian as well. Your goal here is once again to keep your horizontal flicks as steady as possible and kill those bots with only one shot to the head. If you miss them, just micro adjust your crosshair and don't spam your shots. We are trying to build up your flicks, aim discipline and precision. While doing this part, make sure to strafe a bit and don't only flick to the one side, go left, right, left, left, right, right, left, 180 flicks, etc. Try to make it more interesting and a bit harder to do. For the first 2 minutes, go slow mode, and then for the next 2 minutes, try to go fast mode, while sacrificing maximum of 20% accuracy. For the third part of this routine, we want to use easy, medium, and hard bots. Once again, we're picking up sheriff or guardian. Then you want to start with easy, move to medium, and finish with hard bots. Your aim should be as precise as possible and try to kill the targets with only one bullet to the head. If you miss, move your crosshair back to the starting position and make sure to always have an anchor point for your crosshair when you're done with your shot and place it in the middle of this range. If medium or hard bots are too extreme for you to hit, then just try to place your crosshair as close as possible to enemy's head without shooting them, and then when you feel that your speed has improved, try going for the shots. It is also recommended that you implement a bit of left and right movement in this process, and you can change the range on which you're doing this practice as well. For the fourth part, we want to repeat the previous method with easy, medium and hard bots, but this time use Phantom or Wendell. You don't want to go for one taps, but instead focus on burst firing targets. Go for 3 to 4 shots, move a bit and reset your recoil, and then go for burst fire again. Focus on polishing out your shooting mechanics with those weapons and precision as well. Now we are gonna work on your micro aim adjustments, wide and 180 flicks. Turn on the easy bots and position yourself where I'm standing right now and look at the wall. Turn off your epic music and turn on the in-game sound. You can take any one-tap weapon weapon for this practice and listen closely on which side the bots are spawning. If the spawn sound is more towards left, do the left flick. If the spawn sound is more towards the right, perform the right flick. When you flick towards the target, try to micro adjust your crosshair as best as you can towards the head and take your shot. When you're micro adjusting your crosshair, try to do it with only one simple flick. After you kill the bot, look at the wall again and repeat this process. For the first 2 minutes you can go slow, and then for the next 2 minutes try to go fast like you did in the previous parts of this training. For the next part we want to work a bit more on your tracking and aim discipline. Spawn 100 bots for elimination, turn on the strafing and take any one-tap weapon. Your goal here is to track the head of the bot while strafing left and right as best as you can for around 3 to 5 seconds. And then, when you feel that you have an easy kill and you're completely accurate, take your shot. Try to polish out your game sense for accuracy of weapons and strafing movement while developing a good feeling for controlling your aim. This practice is also extremely useful if you're using Marshal or Operator to get a good idea when your shots are perfectly accurate. I usually do this specific scenario for around 3 to 4 minutes. We also want to work on your precision of target switching in Valorant when you need to fight multiple enemies in the same time that are in different types of motion and on different range. Go into this part of the map and focus on killing drones in some kind of a pattern. Make sure to always make a different patterns that you want to follow. Pattern is extremely important here because if you're just randomly shooting at targets, that is not a proper meaningful aim training. One of my favorite patterns here is killing one drone that is not moving on the left, drone that is moving on the right, drone that is not moving to the right, drone that is moving to the left, drone that is moving to the right, and finishing off with a drone that is not moving on the left. I know that is a lot of drones. During this practice, you should be using Vandal or Phantom and try to control your burst fire as best as you can to kill these drones in the shortest time possible. Narrow down that burst fire spread as best as you can, baby. Make sure to implement a bit of strafing left and right movement, and you can also change between different positions when you're doing this part of routine. These are my favorite 4 spots when it comes to performing this specific part, and for the first 2 minutes, once again, you can go slow mode with 100% accuracy and then slowly sacrifice 20% of your accuracy to build up your reflexes, speed, and go into the fast gorilla mode. One optional practice that you can perform in this range is target switching with Operator or Marshal. We're focusing on our flicks, micro adjustments, and reflexes. The first target is our anchor point for crosshair placement, and the second target is the one we are trying to kill. No matter if you kill that target or not, the second target is our anchor point for flicking towards our third target in the pattern. When I'm doing this, I usually love to move around a lot and build up my movement with Operator and Marshal as well. And of course, I suggest you to do this for 2 minutes in slow mode and 2 minutes in fast mode. And finally, we need to work on our spray transfer and recoil control as well. Some YouTubers would recommend you to go in this part of practice range and try to narrow down your spray, the spread of the bullets, as best as you can with specific weapons. So for an example, you take Vandal, Phantom, or any automatic weapon, turn off unlimited ammo, and try to narrow down these 25 bullets as best as you can. This is not a bad thing. I'd recommend you to do this for about 4 minutes and try to develop a bit better feeling for different spray patterns or recoils on different distances. But in my opinion, a bit better replacement for this part of our aim training we can perform with 100 bots on elimination. Pick up any weapon for which you want to develop better game sense for sprays or recoils. Turn off the strafing and choose any random position. Here you want to kill bots in the pairs of 2. On the first bot, you initiate the spray at the bot body, and then without releasing your fire button, we are trying to control our spray transfer and recoil as best as we can to kill the second target. Once we kill the second target, we reset and repeat this process. During this practice, try to use all of the Valorant movements that will allow you to control your weapon easily and with more consistency. Crouch down, move left, move right, etc. Your movement can highly impact the spread of the bullets, recoil control, accuracy, and spray transfers, making them a bit more consistent and easier to successfully kill our enemies. Because in Valorant you never want to stand in one place and be like a standing potato. You're not a plant, you're not a vegetable, man. This part of your aim training you can also perform on drones outside of the range. I'd recommend you to do this for around 4 minutes and move to the next task. As my final part in this training, I love to spawn bots in practice range, take the jet with ultimate and perform different type of peaks while trying to be as fast as possible and as accurate as possible, killing those bots with a headshot like in this example. I do this for around 2 minutes, mainly because I'm the jet main, and this is going to help you a lot with her ultimate usage. But it's also good for building up reflexes and reaction time. And to wrap up this training, I perform one deathmatch, turn off the sound, turn up the music, and I try to play a small gun game where after every single death I'm switching to a different weapon while following some very specific rules for deathmatch that I'll be discussing in my future videos. After I complete my 30 minutes of Valorant in-game training, I finish everything off with my AimLab and Kovacs playlist, which I'm going to share on 2000 likes. This guy took me a hell of a time to make, so I'd highly appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, leave a like and comment, check out my website or Discord server for private Valorant coaching, follow me on twitch.tv/charlatan, and links to the other social media are down in the description below. I'm yours, one and only, Warden of the Tricksters community, and remember, this is just the beginning of your true improvement towards Radiant and esports career. Thank you for watching. Cut, baby!